What's up, everybody? So, a few points. It's going to be a lot of me talking today. Not jumping in to the studio for reasons I'll explain. But first point, how about that Game 7? One of the best games I've ever seen. Unbelievable. I don't think it's the best. If I had a walk-off ending, it might have been kind of a dud ending. Dodgers back-to-back. Yeah, it is what it is. But I did want to bring back the Leviathan review that I did, where I said, oh, tonight's Game 7, perfect timing. I actually filmed that, a little behind the scenes here. I filmed that before Game 6, predicting that it would go to 7, or did I? Maybe I filmed 2 intros for that video. I'm going to show that scene right now. Toronto fans, look away. Look away. Today, though, works out perfectly because the Blue Jays won the World Series last night. Unbelievable. Huge upset over the Dodgers. First title in 32 years, which I weirdly referenced when I was at Canada's Wonderland. I'm gutted for you. I really am. Maybe next year. But anyway, today's coaster. If you remember for Tremors, I mentioned some coasters I have no to little footage of, and today's coaster is one of them. I have a little more shots of this coaster than Tremors. You'll see some of those, but not enough to do a whole studio video. So we're just going to talk about the ride right here. Controversially, this one's very controversial. It's a coaster that some people have in their top 20. Well, I think most have in their top 25, if not top 10, if not top 5. But it's had a wild history. Lightning Rod, Dollywood, number 58 for me. Yikes. But there's reasons, and I think reasons you understand, and I'll explain why right now. So first, some quick stats about Lightning Rod. It has a 165-foot drop, 50 meters, hit speeds of 73 miles per hour, 117 kilometers, I think that's the conversion. I apologize if it's wrong. I first rode Lightning Rod in 2021. So I never rode it in its supposed peak condition 2016 when it opened, 2017, 2018. But my last ride was in 2023, which was before the launch lift turned into a traditional chain lift. I think it was still topper track when I rode it. I didn't ride it fully steel. This ride has had so many changes. It used to be a wood topper track. Then it became steel I-box. Then it had launch lift into traditional lift. It's great. When it's running, when it's cooking, the airtime is phenomenal, especially the quad down. Still maybe one of the best, maybe the best element on any RMC. Amazing. But it has some flaws when it's not running well, which unfortunately probably the 9 or 10 rides that I've gone on, 6 to 7 of them were just okay. I had 2 elite rides. There's some potholes. The airtime doesn't hit as well, especially the drop, which again, not having ridden the chain lift, if some of the launch lifts the drop was a little underwhelming. It can't be that good anymore, right? I'll admit, without having ridden chain lift, I did drop it a few spots because I know there's no way for me that the traditional lift is better than the launch lifts. There just isn't. I love the thing. It's still top 60. It's not the best roller coaster at Dollywood anymore, that's for sure. But it's I don't want to call it a failure from RMC because it did deliver some amazing rides. It was a valiant effort at trying to create one of the best roller coasters in the world. But it just isn't. It just isn't. So that's Lightning Rod, number 58. We'll be back in the studio tomorrow, Wednesday. Another great coaster. Whether it's domestic or international, you'll have to tune in and see for yourself. Thank you for the support. Thank you for understanding. I don't have great footage of every single coaster on this list. Probably 95 of them I do. So I'm impressed with that. I'll perform myself. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Love you.